It wasn't until after over a decade in the show that Mark DeRosa discovered his true calling.
Scalpel.
Saving careers.
Clear.
Finally making something of his UPenn degree.
Time of death, 9th inning.
He scrubbed the dirt off his hands and stepped into the OR, helping hitters heal.
He's got to play with more heart.
It's a tough job.
There's nothing we can do. I cannot help this guy's batting average.
But someone's got to do it.
He's toast. Let him go.
The doctor is in.
Can I just say, as a doctor, you were very cavalier with declaring someone dead.
Yeah, and Francisco Lindor is not dead.
No, I mean, come on.
No.
But this is just a little minute clinic visit.
See why? Here's the deal. DeRo's a very smart man. He sees superstars in his office. That's what we do. So that when they get going, he's a genius.
We take the credit for it.
If I were a player, I was going through something, I would be open to Dr. DeRo. Because I know you care. I know you want the best for the player. I know you want the best for me. This is a real thing.
I flew in my sexy specialist from Houston, Chris Young.
Doctors do that?
Hey.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that.
Hey, somebody has to do it. You know?
He knows this field very well. Okay? The slump field. We've all been here. I mean this wholeheartedly to people at home. There were moments in my career where I would be on deck and the guy would make an out or get a hit in front of me. I would knock the donut off my bat knowing full well I was punching out. Like there was zero chance. I was like, boom, play it off. Play it off. We're going to figure this out.
Try to trick yourself,
We're gonna trick
knowing that if he throws it right down the middle, I got nothing for him.
And Chipper Jones always used to say, turn your 0 for 4s into 0 for 3s when you're going through a slump. Work a walk, grind it out.
As he was 3 for 3 in the game.
Yeah, you save like 6, 7 ABs. Listen, I love working on Francisco Lindor's swing at the skybox because when he goes bad, he does, you see it on video pretty easily. And we all know when he's right. He's one of the top players in the game. So we're going to give him some love real quick. And then we're going to show where he stands on the Fangraphs war board because he's one of the best players in the game. They're singing My Girl when he's going right at Citi Field. And he has reinvented himself. When he first came over in 2021, he went through a horrendous slump and then came out of it and was a stud. Pause this for me real quick. Bring up the board, Fangraphs war. Okay? These are the guys you do the Dr. DeRos on.
And these are the guys.
You know they're coming at it.
These are the guys that you know you don't have to worry about. It's so hard to go.
Do you know your worst slump?
I mean, it has to be.
Is it 1 for 32? That's
I don't know. That's deep. That's deep. But I mean, his consistency or his hot spell and hot streak is going to be hotter than any of our hot
no
streaks,
doubt.
which is what makes up the ground. When we going through our 1 for 30s or whatever it is, we're not going 10 for our next 12 or 40 for our next 65 to get it back up above the Mendoza line. So when you see the names on this list, everybody in here, I mean, we saw Aaron Judge go through it last season to start the season. We've seen Shohei Ohtani go through a power outage. We've seen Bobby Witt. Jose Ramirez, we haven't seen him struggle much. But Juan Soto, we saw how he, has gone through his ups and downs. But every one of these guys, they're going to come out of it. And with these kind of players, it's always the smallest things that turns it on for them, and all they need is one at bat to get up out of it.
I got traded to Cleveland.
We know.
9, and it literally stole my soul a little bit. I started this season 0 for 17. I hit a homer in my 18th at bat, and I wasn't even happy. I'm like, well, whatever, 1 for 18. You're horrible. Until you start to see like a normal batting average, and it's glaring. So I want to get in, and we come from 2 different ways of hitting, so this should be fun. You're a pull guy on the dish, wanting to get out. I was always trying to force feed everything the other way. So I want to go through Lindor because he does classic things right? Yesterday, he's facing Kyle Hendricks. I mean, Kyle Hendricks should not be getting him kind of in the rocking chair because he can't beat him with a heater. His hand's coming off the bat. He's trying to smile his way out of it. We've been here. May 2021. Run that back for me real quick.
Yeah, I'm with you right here.
Just run this back. You're facing Zach Wheeler, so pause this. And Sean Casey's talked about this a million times. If you're walking up to the plate, and this goes for a 10-year-old all the way to Francisco Lindor, if you're walking up to the plate and your ultimate thought is not competing against the guy on the mound, you're pretty much out. It can't be, I'm going to start here when he goes here, and I'm going to make sure I land square, and all that stuff's got to be ironed out in the cage pregame. Right. And then you go into the game, and you just got to sit pitches and grind. And trust your fundamentals are there.
The only time that you find yourself being a little passive at the plate
is when you're scuffling.
Because when you're scuffling, you try to force it. When you try to force it, you start chasing. And then when you start chasing, you try to hone it back to getting him back in the zone. And next thing you know, you're thinking of what he's going to throw you as opposed to just being ready to fire whenever he makes that mistake.
And Wheeler right here is one of the best pitchers in the game, and it doesn't matter who's there. He's more concerned about
run that back real
stance
quick,
and how he's landing, and am I in a good spot to hit? And we're going to get into it. That's his bugaboo, right? He has a tendency to get rotational. You can pull your front hip as long as the upper half is staying gap to gap. So I just remember doing this tape. He was in between on everything, just searching for rhythm and timing and what made his swing tick. And it was funny, it's eerily similar watching him against Kyle Hendricks. Kyle Hendricks could have been Nolan Ryan, it could have been anybody on the mound. It didn't matter. He could have thrown the rosin bag. He's more focused on what he's doing at the plate. When he's going right, he's got one of the most beautiful swings in the game. Run that back for me. And it's simple. This is fundamental, beautiful. Run this slow. Right? Pause. Look at the crease in his pants on the back hip. He's getting a load. I always say that. There's very few people, unless you're going to spread out and sit stagnant like Albert Pujols or someone like that and just hit from this point of view, there has to be something going back before you go forward.
And when you're the hitter going through it, when you're struggling, you feel like you're getting to this position. You feel like you're getting to your backside, and you're not getting to your backside. But Lindor, when he's athletic, square, balanced in the box, he's able to get that tuck on the front side and be extremely athletic, extremely balanced to where he can fire whenever he wants to, with something behind it.
Look at this all wound up on the backside. This is perfection, right? So when that front foot lands, it's almost like you're unlocking a catapult, and it's through the zone. Front shoulder stays square, drive bottom hand through the baseball, and that ball's absolutely destroyed. Now, pause this. All right, now run it slow. And I want you to see him get loaded on this side, and then I want you to see him land at foot contact. Pause it when he gets to foot contact. Keep going. Pause. His tush already like somebody's behind him, already wanting to like pull him towards the first base dugout. Click it slow.
You're gonna see it fly out.
Look at him.
Right there, stop. Look how much further this hip is out. I mean, you're seeing a full curve right here as opposed to.
And I tell the young kids this, and I know every time I do Skybox, I say verbiage that makes Robert laugh over there. But you have to keep your rear end under you when you hit. This can't get disconnected from you. This has to stay under you. This is your power.
So, for anybody at home, because we've dug into the trenches on this stuff, and we understand the difference of a player spinning and spinning out or clearing your hips, because. Either way, you're going to turn. I mean, this is a rotational sport. But what is the difference of a guy flying out with the hip here or clearing the hip out to turn through a ball?
No doubt.
And how do you describe that to a younger player on the difference of spinning and clearing?
I always tell myself, and I try and describe it like this: how do you want to present the barrel in the zone? If you're spinning out, right, you think of like a protractor when you were doing, I don't even know what that is.
Geometry.
Who cares?
You're a doctor, not a mathematician.
Yeah, not a mathematician. But that presents in the zone and out of the zone super quick. What you want to do is present front shoulder square. I almost wanted to think this back elbow into my side to create lag so I could stay through the baseball and stay in the zone longer
And look at the
time.
difference here.
Yeah.
Tight, completely disconnected. It speaks to exactly what you're talking about.
You can run that.
Yeah, I love it.
Pause. He's just not trusting himself. This is a classic slump. Like, he thinks he's getting into his backside, and he's not. He's not. He feels he's going to get beat if he goes through the entire process.
See, I see a big difference here, DeRo.
See him wider over here?
Hold on real quick. I see, go back a few more clicks. In the setup, DeRo.
Yeah.
Yes, he's wider, but that's not what I'm focusing on.
Okay.
This looks like it's sitting naturally open to me. As opposed to the right side, he looks absolute square. And the only reason I say that is because that's something that I fought with as a hitter all the time. My hips naturally sat open. So if you go to my at-bats, you'll always see me.
You would do
like
that.
I'm always tweaking my hips, trying to get myself back to square, because if I'm sitting open, I can't get that tuck that Lindor does so well. If I'm square, it's so much. I can bounce. I can do
You
this in
see
slow
Bobby
motion.
Witt do it right before he goes. He's like,
I can do it in slow motion and get to that tuck and balance there. If I'm sitting here, I'm completely off balance trying to get to that tuck. So when you see the athleticism of Lindor on the right side, look how easy he can get into that tuck.
Look at the crease in his back hip in the pants, and look at the crease here.
Yep.
He's got nothing on the backside, so he's just going to drip to his front foot.
Facts. Completely different move.
Yeah.
And it's so close. This is minute
Minute stuff.
That
Francisco, I know you're not listening to us. Maybe you are.
They have a day game. Yes, he is.
If you're sitting in a training room right now, get on the curveball machine. I'm telling you, I watched all the best hitters in the world when they got on their front side. Turn that curveball machine on hot. It's the only thing. The baseball will let you know if you're staying behind it, and you can drive it up the middle the other way. And just start absolutely torching that thing.